All right, so let's go ahead and get started. We'll go ahead and build out this initial arrow right here. We're just going to work with the rectangle shapes. So insert rectangle, and we'll just drag one out. Really don't necessarily care how big it is. So with that on the slide, I'm going to hold the Control key down and make a quick copy. And I'll make this a little bit shorter. Not exactly sure how short it needs to be, but I will in a second. Right-click, choose size and position, and I want to rotate that 45 degrees. And I'll move that over. So this is where I can tell if this is going to be the arrow I want. I think it looks pretty good like that. That's fine. Hold the Control key down again and make a copy of it. And let's just rotate this -45. And that's it for those. Now, see, there we go. Now, the one thing I want to do here is make sure that these two arrows or these two rectangles are actually very well aligned, because if they're not, and we combine these shapes, whatever is sticking out, whatever is showing, is going to show when we combine them. So you can hold the Control key down when you use your arrows, but you really want to make sure these are perfectly aligned. Looks good. I guess you could always go back in and modify those points afterwards, but who wants to do that if you don't have to? Initial arrow, maybe I'll make this a little bit shorter, but I'm not going to spend too much time worrying about that. Maybe down a little bit. Looks good. You don't even have to worry about the stroke, the outline right here, because we'll get rid of that. It'll all become one when we combine them. So I just shift-clicked each of those, Home tab, and then I want to union. Look at that. There it goes. So now it's going to treat this as one vector object. So I want to remove the outline, and then I'm going to add a gradient here. So I want it to be a little bit darker up here, a little more shadow, a little darker blue, and get a little lighter down here toward the point. Shape fill gradient, and then we'll just go ahead and go to more gradients. Try that again. Shape fill, we'll first apply a gradient, and then we'll modify it. So gradient and then more gradients. All right, so I'm going to get rid of this middle stop. I don't need that. Just click X, get rid of it. Now, when you combine the shapes, it sort of resets the origin here. So I'm just going to work with the actual up and down arrows for the angle. And what I want to do, you can see this starting to move. See how it's getting lighter? I think I need to go pretty high. That works. So it's really dark right here, coming down. But if I select this, it might see actually, this is what I wanted. At the top is the dark, and then down here is a lighter. But it doesn't quite do that. And that's just because we combined the shape. So it probably is working off of the new coordinates of that. So if I just take this and I move it up pretty high, I can get what I wanted here with that diagonal arrow. So essentially, that's it. That's our arrow. That's our initial shape. In the next tutorial, we'll go ahead and build that white sticker outline for the graphic. And we'll use pretty much the same techniques.